Welcome to the 30-day Let's Band Together challenge. We're in this together, so let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to day one of the Let's Band Together challenge. I'm thrilled you're here, even if you're just checking this out, just to see what it's like and if it's the right fit for you. Welcome. This is so exciting. So in this challenge, we rotate between strength training on odd days and balance on even days with some Tai-Chi Inspired movements. Those days are a lot shorter, focusing on balance. Today is strength, all right? So many good things, the best of both worlds. Going forward, I will talk less and we'll just jump in and move more. I just want to set us up for success. So, equipment. For strength training days, I'm using a band. That is optional. And you ask, well, what kind of band? Well, either use what you have, purchase, find what's comfortable. I am using TheraBand because I'm an occupational therapist. So that's what we use in the therapy world. But find what works for you. If you already have a handle, that's beautiful. If you don't have a handle, you can either tie a knot at the end, kind of wrap your hands. You can tie a sock, a washcloth to there. I've done those. For me personally, I have tied a Sharpie and a dry erase marker, okay? I tied that to the end to make a handle for myself. Find what works for you. I like bands because we are going to find the right resistance. You can make it harder as you go and the right repetitions for you. I also have a water next to me. I include a hydration break as an option at the middle of our session together. Now, you can do this standing or sitting. For sitting, if you use the band, I recommend you sit down. Make sure you put your safety first. And if you're wondering how long this is, the actual band strengthening portion is anywhere between 24 to 28 minutes, okay? So hang in there with me. You can do this. We do 2 sets of arms, 2 sets of legs, and then a set of mixing them up, doing both at the same time, if you're wondering what the format is. I focus and I rotate between doing time. I want you to go at your own pace for 45 seconds. I work a lot with neurological conditions and everyone's unique. One person should be doing 5 repetitions. Another person should be doing maybe 12 because everyone is absolutely different. That way you find the amount of repetitions, the dosage that is custom for you. All right, we're gonna get moving. Put the band down. Every day we do a warm-up and a cool-down. To do that, we have 3 exercises. Every day is different in terms of the order of them. Every day is different in general because we need that diversity. We get bored of the same exercises every day, all right? And this is a challenge, 30 days. Not that it has to be 30 days in a row, but 30 days. Okay. So today, those 3 exercises, just to loosen, combat stiffness, I will walk you through them. We'll do 3 of each. So get comfortable, good posture. This is our first one. You're going to be breathing in, coming around and down. That's called a good morning stretch. Join me for 3 of those. Some diagonal reaching, or sometimes I call it draw the sword. Open up that chest. Join me for 3. Side raises. Pretend like you're separating your ribs. Join me for 3. So good. Are you pumped up? Let's get the party started. All right, so take your band, tighten it up however you do that. Whether you wrap it in your hand, whether you roll it like I tend to do, every day's a little bit different, but we need to tighten it up, okay? We're gonna be doing some punches to start with. So you're gonna take your anchor, because I'm gonna say you have an anchor and a tail. All right, your anchor is gonna go to your chest, hold it there. Take your tail, punch forwards, okay? This is what it looks like from the side. Punch for 5 of them. Then switch for 5. So you're just rotating 5 and 5. Make your resistance, make the amount of repetitions custom for you, because we're gonna do it for 45 seconds, okay? So I get my timer going, that way I know how long our sessions are. All right, let's go. Beautiful job. So good. All right, chest expansion. We focus a lot on posture, okay? Posture is needed, necessary for balance and walking. Absolutely. So I loosen my band. Keep our elbows straight, our thumbs are up. Open that chest, squeeze your shoulder blades. Now go very slow on the way back. That's eccentric control. It's actually more important than the pulling out, okay? So I'm gonna do 10 of them. Either follow along or do what works for you. Here we go. Phenomenal job. So good for our posture. All right, one more exercise with the arms, then we'll give them a break and we'll come back to them, but just one more, okay? Diagonals, all right? So you're gonna take your anchor, keep it on your knee, or if you're standing on a chair or down, safety first. Thumb is up, okay? Up in that diagonal, squeeze the shoulder blade in back, stretch out the chest. I'm gonna do 30 seconds. Find your own resistance, your own repetitions, the right challenge for you. All right, let's go. Beautiful job. Okay, let's go ahead and switch. Anchor down. Last one before we give our arms a break. So 30 seconds. All right, you go at your own pace. Phenomenal. All right, we're gonna come back to arms, but let's give them a break for a minute. Do something on our legs. So remember your posture. We're just gonna kick up, out, in, down, all right? If this is easy for you, squeeze your opposite butt muscle, recruit those glutes for posture. All right, we're gonna do 8 on each leg. All right, let's switch legs for 8. Phenomenal job. All right, back to the arms. We're gonna do some elbow extension this time, okay? So very similar to punches. Tighten up your band, anchors at the chest, take your tail, and we're gonna go straight down, okay? Straight down, targeting those triceps, necessary for standing, sit to stands, transfers. All right, so it's just like punches, we do 5 and then switch for 5. 45 seconds, find the resistance, the reps that work for you. All right, you're amazing. Let's go. Beautiful job. Doing phenomenal. All right, pull down. So loosen up your band. Our arms are gonna be up. We're gonna pull down, really open up that chest, squeeze the shoulder blades. Now I'm personally going to do 10 of them. Either follow along or find the right challenge for you. Here we go. Wonderful job. Hanging in there with me? You're here listening, so you must be. All right, last exercise of the arms before we take a break and work on the legs, okay? So you can do this. Bow and arrow. All right, your anchor stays up in the air. Take your tail, pull it back like you're pulling back a bow. Squeeze your shoulder blade and back for posture. We'll do 30 seconds. Find your own pace. All right, let's go. Phenomenal job. One more, and then we're gonna work on those legs, okay? Hold up your anchor, pull back your tail. You're gonna get a lot of those snorts, okay? Here we go. That's so good for both of our arms. Okay, hydration break is an option. So good for us. Yes, lots of snorts and snores. Not from the Labradoodle at 70 pounds, not from the 35-pound Wheaten Terrier, but the 8-pound Yorkie over there. He's cheering on and bragging that he's sleeping. Okay, the legs. So to do the legs, we're gonna unwrap our band. Bands are optional for the legs. If you're standing, I recommend sitting if you're gonna use a band. Safety though, okay? All right, so what you're gonna do with your band is you're gonna lay it on the ground. And I'm gonna do this a few times, okay? You'll lay it on the ground, you'll put one foot in there, and then you're gonna crisscross the tails, okay? So if you did that with me, I want you to do some bicep curls. Do these while I show this again, okay? So the band is on the ground, put your foot in there, crisscross the tails. All right, join for biceps. One more time. The band that goes on the ground, put your foot in there, crisscross the tails, okay? Let's do 3 more bicep curls so everyone is caught up. Okay, for the legs, we're gonna celebrate you're here. This is a celebration. So we're gonna write out the number 1 in the air. It might seem silly, but trust me, you'll get the hang of why it's good. Shoulder blades are back for posture. Always posture. Hold that leg up. Write out the number 1 in the air. We're gonna do that 10 times. Always squeeze your opposite butt muscle if you wanna make it more challenging. Focus on your posture. Here we go. All right, second exercise. We're only doing 3 before we switch, okay? Step overs, like you're stepping in and out of a tub, in and out of a car. All right, so posture. Lift that foot up, out, over, and then you're gonna push it down, toe points out. All right, so you're stepping over the bathtub, in and out of the car. We're gonna do 8 of those. Phenomenal. One more leg exercise before we move on. We'll come back. Straight leg raise. Posture. Keep your knee straight. Up, down. This is to prevent knee buckling when you walk. Okay? Shoulder blades back, up and down. Beautiful. I didn't tell you 8 times, so it'll always be between 8 and 10. All right. We're gonna unwrap the band, uncrisscross. Slide it over, put both feet there. Okay, now, if you're here with me, I want you to take your thumb, point it up to the ceiling, and I just want you to lift one arm and then the other arm, okay? So we can all catch up. All right, so you were like this, uncrisscross. Keep the band on the ground, put your other foot in there, okay? So you uncrisscross, both feet are on the band. Okay, let's go ahead and do a few of those arm raises so we're all caught up together. All right, we're going to ankles. They are necessary for balance and posture and walking. All right, shoulder blades are back. Bring your toes up and down for 15. Heels up and down. Phenomenal. Always 15 to each of those, okay? Before we switch sides, we're gonna do one set of rows. All right, shoulder blades are back. I tightened my band. Bring those elbows back and down. We're gonna do 10 of those before we move on. Here we go. All right, let's switch to the other leg. So we're going to take one foot out, slide the band over, crisscross the tails. If you're here with me, I want you to do bicep curls. Let's let everyone catch up. Okay, so you were here, both feet were in the band. You're gonna take that one foot out, slide it over, crisscross the tails. Okay? So you put your foot in there and you crisscross the tails. Let's go ahead, join everyone in bicep curls. Let's do 5. Okay, write out the number 1 with me. Here we go, shoulder blades are back. We're gonna do it 10 times. Phenomenal. All right, in and out. We're gonna do our step overs, in and out of the tub, the bathtub, I mean. Good posture. Step out and in. Join me for 8. Phenomenal. Straight leg raise for 8 of them. Keep that knee straight. This prevents knee buckling. Remember your posture. Beautiful job. All right, before we switch again, we're gonna go ahead and do one more round of, we'll do a round of X's, okay? So thumbs point up, make a nice big X, or a Y I should say. The band makes an X, you make a Y. We're gonna do 8 of those, and then we're gonna switch to the other leg. All right, here we go. Posture. Phenomenal. All right, let's uncrisscross, switch legs. So keep the band on the ground. Put your new foot in, your other foot, not new, but your other foot, crisscross the tails. Okay, you put your other foot, you crisscross the tails. Let's do some bicep curls for everyone to catch up, okay? Okay, hope everyone's up there with us. Kicks and butt squeezes. I'm going to turn so you can see me. You're going to have your knee bent. You're going to kick, squeeze your butt muscle. Good posture the whole time, okay? We'll do 8 of them. Remember your posture. All right, join me. So kick and butt squeeze. All right, good posture. You're amazing, all right? We're gonna go ahead and do some circles in the air. Keep that knee straight, shoulder blades are back. Nice big circle, 10 in each direction. Phenomenal job. One more exercise on this leg and then we'll switch it up. Quality over quantity. We're going to do a march and a mud print, okay? So good posture, okay? Knee up, down, push your foot into the ground to make a nice mud print. Squeeze your butt muscle, okay? Lots of glute butt muscle strengthening for posture. So up, down, squeeze, all right? Join me for 8. Phenomenal job. All right, let's uncrisscross. Slide our other foot in. We're switching feet. And then we're gonna re-crisscross, okay? I want everyone to catch up with us, okay? So we're gonna do bicep curls till everyone catches up. Man, I think 2 out of 3 are snoring right now. All right, here we go. Phenomenal. I hope you're not snoring too, or else I'm having the effect of everyone around me snoring. Doesn't say a lot about me, does it? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump right in. We're gonna go to that kick and butt squeeze for 8. All right, shoulder blades are back. Kick, butt squeeze. Phenomenal. Circles, 10 in each direction. Remember your posture. Shoulder blades back. Wonderful job. You are doing great if you're here with me. Marches and mud prints, okay? 8 of them. March your knee up, down, push into the ground and squeeze your butt, a mud print, okay? Phenomenal. Oh, you're so great. Guess what? We're almost at 25, so we only have a few total body exercises and then we're done, all right? Uncrisscross, take that band. Tell yourself you're amazing, because if you're here, you are. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to a few punches, but we're gonna be adding a kick, okay? I'm tightening my band, roll it, however you do, okay? All right, so once again, you have an anchor on your heart, you take your tail and you punch. This time we're adding a kick, okay? The opposite leg, it has to be opposites, okay? So kick up and down. We're gonna do that for 30 seconds, all right? Let's go. Phenomenal. Whew, let's switch. We're almost done, okay? So hang in there. Take your anchor at your chest, punch your tail, and kick at the same time. 30 seconds. Go at your own pace. Fantastic. 2 more exercises and then we are done. And if you want to know how to make this more difficult, stay after. If you want to know how to make it easier, stay after. All right, loosen the band. We're going back to pull downs just like we did before, but one arm is pulling down, okay? So one arm is in the ceiling, the other arm, I'm gonna flip my hand, okay? Because you're gonna be pulling down, okay? When you do this, you're going, if you can't, it's optional to lift your opposite knee, optional, okay? So pull down, and if you want to march, you can. I'm gonna do 8 of them. Wonderful. Switch. The leg is optional, or technically the arm is optional. Do what works for you. Wow. All right. Last exercise and then we're done. Okay. All right, so anchor on the opposite knee. Take that tail. You're going to try to punch the ceiling, okay? If you want, hold your opposite leg up the whole time. All right, 8 of them. One more exercise, we're all done. Take that tail, put it on your knee, take your anchor on the knee, take the tail, punch the ceiling for 8. Fantastic. So good. All right. Whew. That was 29 minutes, actually long for us, okay? So let's put these down. Oh, say you're amazing. You're say that to yourself, okay? All right, we're gonna end with those 3 warm-up exercises, 3 times each. Good morning stretch. Join me for 3. Some diagonals. Some side raises. Switch. Fantastic. A common quote for us is going to be to wake up with determination, go to bed with satisfaction. And you should be satisfied with yourself, even if you're like, I don't know how I feel about this challenge. I don't know, just checking it out. Hey, congratulations for showing up and doing that. That's fantastic. All right. As you see, I've got the 3 dogs. They're going to be joining every single session. That is their choice. There's been times I've left them out and they whine the whole time. I hope you're not snoring like this one. I'm not putting you to sleep. Okay, so real quick, if you're the kind of person that wants to make this more difficult, you have a few options. You can go through the routine again. I'm going to tell you at the end of each session how long we actually exercise for. So if you're like, hey, we did it for 28 minutes, I'm going to do another 28. If you're like, gosh, I really want to focus on my legs more than my arms, guess what? It's a videotape, so you can go back and you can just do the legs again. Okay? If you want to make it harder, get a different resistance band or increase the resistance as you go. Another option is you can make it more of a total body thing, okay? So for our first exercises, do you remember, or well, as a reminder, we did punches, okay? Always include your legs. Always the opposite leg, okay? So we did 45 seconds of punches. You can always do, just kind of include those legs as we go. That is always an option. You know, we did chest expansion, hold it up the whole time, okay? Those are a few options. Holding up the leg for a sustained contraction to prevent knee buckling, kicking, marching, ankle pumps, okay? All of the upper body exercises, every single one of them, you can incorporate a leg exercise if you want. I don't want to make it too complicated for everyone, so that's an option for you. Those are some ways to make it more difficult. Ways to make it easier. Hey, no shame there. You're still here, okay? Drop the band. Do it without the band. Loosen the band. Give yourself more slack. Do less repetitions. If I say, hey, I'm going to do 10, you can go ahead and do 5. That's amazing, okay, because you're still here. And the fact that you're struggling and that you still showed up actually says more about you as a person, okay? That means I have more respect for you as a person, personally. All right, so those are some strategies that you can always find the just right challenge for you personally. I'm thrilled you're here, that you came. Another thing I offer is for anyone that wants to stay after, that wants a little bit of emotional encouragement, I say a prayer for you as an option for anyone who wants to stay after our session. But for everybody, thank you for joining me, for being a part of this journey. Never hesitate to comment below. That way you can encourage other people along the way. Because together, little steps, we can make some big gains. Welcome back. If you're staying after with me, it means you're looking for a little bit of love, encouragement, and support in this season, and I just want to provide that. I want to say first and foremost that it is amazing that you're here, that you showed up, that you have the inner strength to show up today. So give yourself credit for that. That determination that you have inside of you. So it's up to you if you want to stay for this, if you want to open or close your hands, your eyes, get comfortable. I want to say a prayer for you, not meant to be religious, just more encouragement. All right, so, dear God, I thank you for the life of the other person on the other side of this camera, Lord. The life that they have inside of them, God, wherever they're at, Lord. You know them by name, and you know where they are, and you know what they need right now, God. And I pray for that, just a providence of those needs, Lord, whether it be strength today, this moment, to get through this season, Lord. I pray for that strength, Lord. I pray for just a resurgence of love, God. And Lord, I pray for hope in their life, Lord. Thank you, God. And in your name, Lord, we pray. Amen. Thank you for joining and staying after. Know today that no matter what is going on around you, know that you are loved.